There were 190 cases today, all locally acquired. 103 of today's cases are linked to known outbreaks. 87 of them are under investigation. That takes us to 1,301 active cases, with 1,297 of them being local. In terms of age brackets, 205 are aged between 0 and 9 years of age. 213 are aged between 10 and 19. 316 are in their 20s and 224 are in their 30s. There are 76 people in hospital, 23 in ICU and 14 on a ventilator. None of the people that are in hospital are fully vaccinated. In terms of vaccines, there were 35,464 vaccines administered in state-run clinics yesterday. That's our second biggest day on record. There's been 2,553,178 doses administered in total through state-run centres, and we're now almost 2/3 of the way through our 1 million target in 5 weeks. We've got 373,576 doses to go, and on the current trajectory we'll get there a little bit early, so that's good news. In terms of testing, there were 49,548 tests administered yesterday. 86% of them were turned around within 24 hours and 98% within a day. It is great to see thousands of Victorians out there yesterday getting tested to protect themselves and their families. We had to temporarily stop testing at 7 sites yesterday, including the showgrounds, but they will resume as normal today. And there are new sites in place in the northern suburbs. So if you live in Moreland or in Hume, you can visit the Brunswick Town Hall, the Harry Atkins Centre in Coburg, and Craigieburn Central, and 3 sites which are usually closed on weekends are open today and tomorrow, including CoHealth Collingwood for Inner Melbourne. In terms of business support, today I'm able to announce support of up to $2.34 billion over a 4-week period to take us through to the end of September. That will provide support for 175,000 businesses that are affected by the lockdown extension. We welcome the continuation of the 50% support from the Commonwealth. Treasurer Palace spoke with Treasurer Frydenberg last night and this morning, and we are grateful for that ongoing support. Victorian government business support programs have delivered more than $3 billion into the bank accounts of businesses since the May-June lockdown, and our support overall through the duration of this pandemic is now in excess of $10 billion. To go through those packages of support, the Licensed Hospitality Venue Fund will continue as it has been going. That's an additional $289 million to continue to provide support of $5,000, $10,000 and $20,000 per week to licensed hospitality venues based on their capacity. The Small Business COVID Hardship Fund is having $448 million added to it to take the total of that fund to $700 million. So the grant amount under that fund will increase from $14,000 to $20,000, and the number of businesses to be supported by that fund will increase from 18,000 businesses to 35,000 businesses. In regards to the Alpine Support top-up, there will be another fortnight of payment for the Alpine Support program, another $11.2 million, payments of between $10,000 and $40,000 to take those businesses through to roughly the end of the ski season. And in regard to the Business Cost Assistance Program, which supports some 132,000 businesses, that will continue at the rate of $2,800 per week, with a couple of important exceptions. For those businesses with payroll of between $650,000 and $3 million per annum, they will instead receive a weekly payment of $5,600 over the next 4 weeks. And for those businesses with payroll between $3 million and $10 million, they will receive $8,400 per week. Those payments will be made fortnightly rather than weekly over the next 4-week period. And I should just say for BCAP recipients, because we now need to tier those businesses into those 3 tiers, that will take a week or so for us to do that. But when a payment is received, it will be a fortnight's pay rather than a single week's payment. So $2.34 billion of support to get us through the next 4 weeks, and obviously if it needs to be extended beyond that, we will have more to announce later in the month. But that level of certainty that we're providing to business over the next 4 weeks with $2.34 billion of support co-funded by the Commonwealth, I think that certainty will be welcomed by business, and we're certainly very thankful to the Commonwealth for their 50% contribution.